Good evening, Kiran. Can you hear me? Yes, Kiran. Can you hear me? I'm not able to hear you. Oh, we have Hiramat sir. Good evening, Hiramat sir.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Ji.
Good evening.
Kiran, Shankar.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
So nice to have you, sir.
Oh, it's very nice, sir. Thank you so much.
It's a privilege to see you, sir.
No.
All right. Okay, so I think we'll have the participants joining in slowly. So quickly, I just.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, clear, Shankar. Clear, Kiran. You can hear me. It's all clear.
Okay.
All right. So good evening, everyone. Welcome all to PhD 101 Rendezvous series. I think today is indeed a very special day for us because we have with us Dr. Kiran Shankar, the public health dentist, and much more. And we will be exploring more into that, much more aspect of what actually makes Kiran what he is today. I think, believe we also have people from Kiran's group, right? So I think some of your relatives and everybody
Family is also here.
Wonderful. I think
including my wife. Wife is also watching.
Okay, that's good. So thank you all so much for joining in today for the session. So I think starting off a little bit about the background for the series. Now, PhD Rendezvous series, that is PhD 101 Rendezvous series, is mainly to bring to focus, or rather, to tell us all about stories of people who are connected to our field, who are essentially public health dentists, doing their own capacities in various roles, but have also ventured out into different fields for the added dimension which brings to their personality and also to the work. So it's indeed a moment of pride for all of us here because we have with us someone who's very passionate about the music, be it movies and short films. And today we shall be learning a lot of out of syllabus content, if I may put that so, take the liberty to say so, about cinematography, videography, and so many things which Kiran has been privy to and he has explored and taken out time. Let me also mention that it takes enormous amount of metal and steel to get into something like that and to make a mark for himself. And for all our audience here, I think who also watching us on YouTube right now, let me just give a little bit of introduction about our speaker for today. Dr. Kiran Shankar, presently working as assistant professor in the Department of Public Health Dentistry at the PMS College of Dental Sciences and Research in Kerala. And he happens to have completed his BDS from Dr. MGR University in Tamil Nadu and post-graduation in Public Health Dentistry from Yenapaya University, Bangalore. Apart from these things, he also holds various qualifications related to video production and music designing and graphic designing and digital marketing. Now, all of these, again, accumulated kind of experiences through his own interest. And we have seen Kiran in action and in form through various of our own projects. For example, when he was in Yenapaya University, he was instrumental in bringing to life a documentary highlighting the importance and relevance of the Dantabhagya Yojana. So that was a very wonderful short film which got him the first prize at the IPHT National Conference. Apart from that, getting into mainstream movies and short films, we're also really happy to know that they did a wonderful short film called The Unsighted, which was selected for the awards at the UGC. And also very recently, almost about a month ago, we had a very new path-breaking concept about astral projections. In fact, I won't be giving out too much about it and holding the suspense, and I'll probably let Kiran reveal more about it. The short film titled The Astral was released on YouTube, and it has garnered over 50,000 views so far, and has reached to so many more people. So what really makes Kiran so special is how he balances all of these, and we shall be knowing more about the daily routine and how much of music in a day, how much of public dentistry in a day, and all of this put together. I think we have a very interesting session to follow today. So with that little bit of introduction, I hope I'm sounding very boring in terms of cinematic terms, but keeping it conventional, I welcome Dr. Kiran Shankar to the session today, and everybody else who's joined us in. I think all of us are very eager to hear from Kiran, the various processes which led him to becoming what he is today. And let me tell you that we are all very proud of you, Kiran, because you have taken dentistry to altogether different level. And today you shall be sharing with us so many more interesting concepts. I think our audience, our students and faculty members of the PhD 101 family will be really eager to listen to you and to learn from you. So welcome, Kiran. I think welcome to the session on Rendezvous series. The whole idea, like I said, is to put out stories because each of our stories are unique and they crystallize and they really help students to galvanize something onto it and actually to get inspired. Because in the end, like we say, we are all stories and we need to make good stories out of ourselves, right? So in that direction, I'm sure your journey, which you'll be sharing today, will be really delightful to our audience. And there's a lot to learn from your experiences. Yes, Kiran.
Thank you so much. That is a wonderful introduction. I'm like a little overwhelmed right now. Sir, it is, first of all, let me thank PhD 101 and Dr. Jansi Lawrence, sir, for giving me this opportunity to share some experiences that I went through. It's not like a success story, not even near a success anywhere. It's just that, it's like I'm learning to face my challenges, and if they're sharing those experiences with all of you, like I can help somebody also to inspire to take up your passion also along with your career. So that is the reason why I'm here today. And sir was very convincing in telling me that it's just a casual conversation. We are not doing something big here. We are just having a small conversation. So it didn't. So I thought, okay, I don't need to prepare much. We'll just have a conversation. That's all. So I thought I will just do that. So mainly, basically starting from like putting aside filmmaking or short film making, my main passion was and is always music. So I graduated in 2013 the BDS from MGR University. After that, it was my actually in most of the families, it requires immense support from your family to have to follow your passion as well. So I thank my parents. My mother, she is also a dentist. She is a retired principal from GDC Toronto, Dr. Prashantila Janam, he's a periodontist, and my dad, he's a private practitioner with more than 30 years of experience. He's an orthodontist. So both were supporting immensely on the dental field. And they were like saying, okay, I have so much passion in music, so okay, fine, you have to eat. But they were not so happy, but still they gave me all the support they needed after BDS to, excuse me, small issues. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you can share your screen now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So, so after that, I was able to actually go into music, because after that I went to Chennai Music Lounge. It was a 2-year diploma course. I did a diploma in music technology. I'm a certified music programmer. So what a music programmer actually does is that whatever vocals that you hear is now electronically fully orchestrated. So gone are the days when we compose one song and all the instruments are played live. So it doesn't happen that way now. So now we have the music directors have a couple of music programmers. The music programmers, especially, they will be specialized in one either rhythm programming or melody programming. I myself is a melody programmer, so rhythm programmers will specialize in all kinds of percussion and drums, and they can literally play anything that is related to drums or kadam, mridangam, everything on the keyboard. They can just program it. And melody, we focus on the bass, the piano, the guitar, all that musical programming we do. So on that, that is what we do. And like as we evolve, as like the famous music director like Gobi Sundar sir was a music programmer for Johnson sir for almost 10 years. So like after working as an assistant music director or a music programmer for a long time, then we evolve ourselves into music director. That is what usually happens. So the music, I always, from my childhood, I have so much interest on piano. So whenever it was a way of releasing stress as well. When so many people have so many ways of liberating stress. Some people eat a lot of food. For me, it was playing the piano. So in that way also, I got practice in piano. But the thing is that when I went to music college, I realized that I'm nothing. Because when I went to music college, only people who are talented come there. So everyone was exceptionally talented. And I was like thinking, oh my God, I'm nothing in like when you are in dental field and when you play music, you feel like you are the king, you are something. Oh my God. And when you go to music college, then you realize, okay, there are so many people who are far more better than you. You are nothing. So that humility factor came to me. So anyway, after that, even then after graduating from music college also, I understood, it's a very competitive and tough field, music, because even those who are exceptionally talented are reaching nowhere. I know some of my colleagues who actually are working as music teachers in many schools who are exceptionally talented. But their songs, we are not hearing their songs or anything because it's a matter of luck. And also, we can just think to ourselves, how many of us actually pay for music nowadays? We used to buy cassettes, CDs, and etc. before. But now, like even if we are purchasing from iTunes or something, that is a very, very small amount. The amount of investment and hard work that we put in for making a music is much, much bigger than what we are earning. So that was the competitive factor of it. But on the other hand, when I saw dentistry was much more lucrative than music, I felt. So then again, I did my master's, hoping that I could take music and dentistry along together, side by side. I had a feeling that public health is a non-clinical subject, so we don't have much to learn. We can definitely take music along with it. So that was the feeling that I had. So, but then I realized it was a big mistake. When I went to, and I was right under Ganesh and Principal sir, and he said, it is, and I had a feeling that, we don't have to see any patients. Since public health is mostly, it's non-academic. That is the feeling that I had. But we had one of the best comprehensive clinic at that time. We had in a day around 100 patients every day. So from after camps also, we had so much of patients. And I asked that who is going to look all these patients? They're like, you have to do all the treatment there. I'm like, oh my God. So but that helped me improve my confidence in clinical skills as well. But then I after that on the way, then it's like academic plus clinical. It was too much hectic. It was too much of me that I could not pursue anything during that my PG period. but a little bit of support, at least from my faculty, including Imran sir, Rekha Shanai ma'am, Praveen Jodali sir. So they all gave me a little bit of support during that time to pursue my passion as well. So that is how I did my first short film. That is a theme on anti-ragging. Imran sir said, why can't you try it? And like, it is a theme, So I said, sir, I don't have any experience in short film. I can do music, I can do the score for the film, but short film, I don't have any experience. Imran sir said, like, okay, just give it a try. You can see what happens. So I grabbed a couple of interns who are talented and went like, this is the script, this is the screenplay, we can try this. And there was some support from the very good, there's some patients as well who's acted in that. And finally, it came out to be one of the best movies supported by UGC, and we got 1 lakh rupees from the UGC to the university, and all the participants also got the prize. University was kind enough to share that among all the participants of the movie. And after that, along with the association with the Prosta department, we decided to do the next film for the IA PhD, that is the Journey for a Smile. Journey for a Smile. You can search for that, all that in this thing, Unsighted, this anti-racking film. This is the short film that won for the UGC, and yeah.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So this started off as a very small aperture. We had a small DSLR camera, and we started like that. And then after one thing I said, after each work, I wanted to upgrade myself. My technical side of me, I wanted to upgrade myself. I wanted to bring something new with each of my works. So after this thing, Journey for a Smile was a little more challenging because we didn't have that much time. We shot that in one afternoon time. We had to rush through, but the concept was so good, and it was in similar to the concept was actually provided by Imran sir and Praveen sir. So that concept, because of the concept, we won the prize. So it is basically, I feel music programming or music is can be done by a few people, but short filmmaking is an entirely different big thing, and it is only done by a team. So whatever credit that goes to in making that short film goes to the entire team, the actors, the people who dubbed it, the sound designers, everything. So the entire team deserves the credit. And basically what I understood the director does is that managing everyone, managing all these people and taking a lot of stress. That is a big deal, but still it is a lot of stress to have filmmaking in that instance. That I understood even when I was taking the next film, that is Astral. So Astral was a whole new different ball game, because thing is that after this IA PhD first prize and UGC first prize, I thought a little bit of confidence. I thought, okay, I can do this. Then I thought, I would give it a try. And that is when I approached this. I wanted to upgrade my technical side, and the cinematographer was a wonderful cinematographer, Dr. Venu Shashidharan Lekha. He has done many movies as well. And he helped me understand a lot of things about filmmaking, also about the cinematography side, and the music and sound side. I was having a lot of friends and experience as well, but the video side, that was something new to me, and that is when I started off with the work of Astral. And Astral, the problem was that it was during the COVID times, and we had a lot of hindrances and obstacles in between, because transporting the material the video footages that we have shot from me to the editor itself was a big headache, because he is in Kochi and I'm in Trivandrum, and during the COVID times there was transportation total lockdown, and I had to courier it in it's a huge size, is around 103 GB. So we had to transfer it into 2 pen drives and then courier it, but then the courier didn't reach them. So all those chaos was happening, and in between that, editor also faced with an accident. So all unprecedented. I mean, all obstacles that we don't imagine, like that we don't expect, will not actually will hinder our process. And actually, at so many point of time, I felt like dropping it. It was like, why go through a lot of effort? I mean, a lot of stress like this, because especially I'm also working and having a dental clinic and also working here. So it was too much of a stress. I was just thinking, oh, it is not worth it. But then I have a habit of finishing something with whatever I start off. So I just kept on pushing, and finally, I could release it. And Astral is actually a different kind of movie, which is not, the concept is a little complicated. It's not meant for the general audience. It is that concept itself, astral projection, the concept itself is actually a little controversial topic, because scientifically, astral projection is a concept which is still debatable, because psychiatric side, they're saying there is nothing called astral projection. There is only split personality. So it's psychiatric disorders as the split personality. But there are a lot of people who actually believe in astral energy, astral projection. So I try to end the movie in 2 different sides. Those who can't, those who can understand what the concept is about, they can believe in this side, or those who cannot understand the concept, they can believe with the other side. So I believe I ended it in 2 sides, but there are some things that I could not explain everything in that short film, because it's actually a short film. It's 20 minutes, and we could not extend it beyond that, because then it won't become a short film. It becomes a film. So so I had to end in that notion. But some people found it a little hard to conceive it, like what the concept is about, because it's a new concept, and it's a new thing that is not popular. But of course it is popular, but a lot of people don't know about it. So that's when I finally decided, okay, I will give a little bit of narration as well. So towards the end, I have put a small narration also, but that also not revealing to the full extent, but still. The reviews that I heard was actually mixed. Some people were saying there is nothing to understand here. It's very well given. It is very simple. You can just watch it and you can understand. And some people said, like, we didn't understand a thing. What was actually happening? So 2 different kinds of opinions from so that's when I understood. Like the audience. Music is easy, because most of the people enjoy hearing music, but movie making, like it is like reading a book. It's like some people like this type of books, some people like this type of books. So it depends on what about genre you like. And a lot of critics in the basis of filmmaking, and highly competitive field. So that was one thing that I understood. And apart from all that, I was also doing so much of like oral health awareness videos, and I was doing some other videos as well related to dentistry as such. So and in meanwhile, I had to do a little bit of graphic designing as well. So I did an online course, and I completed it, and I did poster designing. Sir, of course, forgot to mention the poster was awesome. I feel you are a graphic designer yourself. that is, everyone has a bit of creativity. Everyone has, like, only when we explore it we can. Yeah, it's like. Yes, only when.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello, Kiran.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Kiran.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, let me just complete this thing talk, and then we'll go on to this thing. So I will give you a small presentation on videography in dentistry. So that videography in dentistry that will related to that was a little helpful for everyone. I will just share that PowerPoint with you.
Yeah. So I think following, of course, we will be discussing more about that. Kiran, in fact, has for all of us a little bit of, let's say, a 101 course on videography in dentistry. Yes, Kiran, I think we can start off. Yeah. Yeah. We can see your slide.
So title is one. Am I audible?
Yes, please continue. Yeah.
Title is one important factor when it comes to videograph any kind of project. So it is something catchy. The poster, the title. So the title design itself is in videos and movies. Everything has to put in. We have to put in a lot of effort. This the title that I've shown you just now is made in 3D. The 3D rendering actually takes a little bit of time. Comparing it to 2D titling, 3D requires a little bit rendering more, and the texture, everything we have to define. So based on that, we can design any kind of titles for our videos as well. But if it is too much of difficult for you, we can always have templates, title designing templates in various softwares that we can use to design a title, whatever presentation that we have. So first of all, why am I doing this presentation, and why is videography in the industry needed? Why can't we outsource it? When I was in music college itself, my external examiner asked, "You are a doctor. Why are you here? There are other professionals for you for this. We all consider this a mainstream profession, and why do you want to make it a side business?" So that is not what I intended. That's we all have a passion inside. We are that creative about, and the extra time that we get, if we can use it for in creating something amazing, it is always appreciated. So why videography is needed is because we can increase awareness, dental procedure awareness. There are a lot of interesting videos out there in YouTube. There are lots of viewers, lots of comments. They actually are very, very good in explaining what each of the procedure, what type of procedures are available, and general oral health awareness. But we have to do this. We have to consult a dentist. So all this. All this can be achieved by creating videography. So even the Dantapagya Yojana short film, that it tells you about a policy that is there in Karnataka. All that each video can explain about different types of procedures and treatment modalities that are available in dentistries, and also why we should take care of our teeth. And also even in recent times, actually now we are more focused in online learning. We are taking online lecture classes. So when we are using online lecture classes, we have so much limitations. We cannot engage our students that much as we do in real classes. So all that we can use this type of videography or animation to get their attention, so that we can increase their engagement in classes as well. So why dental awareness videos are not the top priority? Because it requires a lot of skill and hard work. That is really there, because when we you expect something, when you imagine something, and when it is not coming there on the visual, I mean the real part, we get frustrated. So, and the other part is that it is expensive. So each part of this requires a lot of skill and hard work. And if you are about to outsource it, it becomes very expensive. A small video that I made for my college, refinements college, the same video, when it was outsourced, they gave us a bill about 2.3 lakhs. So it depends on how much you are able to spend on it as well. So of course, it increases as we spend. Ethical aspect of dental videography. Why I mentioned this, because a lot of people use dental videography as a means of advertising for their college or their dental clinics, but that's of course is not advised, whether directly or indirectly, for the purpose of obtaining patients or promoting his own personal advantage. The publication of notice commenting, directing attention to practice skills, all this is not so advised. But here what we are doing is actually we are increasing the awareness. That is, that will only benefit the patients in every process. So basically, the steps in video production include one is pre-production. The second step, that is production, and post-production. The pre-production part mainly includes writing, casting, crew, locations, permissions, props, costumes, budget, the production schedule. And the production part includes the shooting the video, point of no return. Because once you shot the video, we cannot go back and correct it. We can correct it, of course, provided that you have that much of production. So it ends in a wrap. And the third one is the longest part, according to me. Some people may consider pre-production as the longest part, but according to me, the post-production part is the longest, where editing is involved. An editor is considered a post-production director, because he is the one who actually produces the visuals according to the director. VFX, any kind of visual effects that is required. Color correction. Color correction is what makes the visuals more beautiful. The sound effects, music, and of course, subtitles. Subtitles are needed mostly in our specialty, because some terms can be a little confusing, and if you have subtitle, it is more convenient for the audience. So again, coming to pre-production. This is where, as producer, we find out everything about the plot, fact check what you want to achieve the video, the consultation process. Consultation process is very much about helping you establish what you want, along with advice and guidance and how best to achieve it. So the pre-production part, the longer we take, the most of the problem that we face is because pre-production part is not done properly. Pre-production part, if we spend ample time and energy on it, then the production becomes a lot easier, and the work also becomes a lot better. Even in astral projection, astral short film that I've taken, I've consulted with a lot of psychiatrists, a lot of people who write script writers, and on establishing what I wanted. But even in the pre-production part, even if you are 90% happy with the script, you will be able to, if you are a very excellent director, you will be able to produce almost 80% of what you imagined. But other than that, you will be able to produce almost around 50 to 60% of only what the script actually intended. So, pre-production part, if you take a lot of time and effort, like in script writing, like each shot has to be described, like fading in the morning, what type of the daytime or nighttime, evening time, the time of the day has to be mentioned, because that will help in planning the lighting for the cinematographer. And also the list enters here, the example list enters with shopping bags. So the art director has to understand that, okay, so we have to get some shopping bags, and also we have to decide on the color. The art directors make the visuals more beautiful. So the shopping bags, if it is blue, Then the costume of the costume designer consults with the art director and decides on the color of the actor. Costume of the actor. So it becomes like something complementary to the blue. So that is how the art director and costume designer works together. But all that has to be mentioned in the script. Only then they will be able to consult. And it is ultimately responsible for the success of your video. The script, the entire thing, the soul of your video is your script. The pre-production consultation will give us everything that we need to help us with the script. So even some people, when the script will be written so much that the producers, when they read itself, they will understand, okay, this is a sure shot success. This will become a hit. So that is how scripting. But now nowadays, script writing is not done like that itself. Now storyboard, it is done in storyboard. After the script, storyboard is produced to illustrate what will be on the screen, accompanying by each section of the script. This can include hand-drawn illustrations, text, and graphics examples, as well as written descriptions for what is seen and happening. The point of the storyboard is to establish and let you visualize exactly what your video will look like before filming starts, right? So here this is a small video of animatronics. So we can create animatic storyboard. So it's called animatronics. Based on their company, we give a storyboard. They make animation out of it. Bahubali movies, like big budget movies like Bahubali and all are done like that. Script itself, that because making that video itself will cost around 6 to 7 lakhs. So based on that, they will do. And again, this is all just mentioning, just for your information. That's all. Then again, voice narration. Voice narration is another part where we can design this on the pre-production part. We can decide, okay, let the video go according to this narration. Okay, and we can write it down specifically so that we can add the subtitles also later. There are so many pocket recorders like Zoom H1N, H4N Pro. The H1N actually has 4-track recorder which can record the ambience as well. H1N is a 2-track recorder, stereo recorder, which we can use to record our own voice, and also we can use any studio or condenser for recording of a narration. So anyways, the Zoom mic, Zoom H1N cost around 6,000, I think, on Amazon, and Zoom H4N are more than 12,000 on the online platform. So it is a very useful one when you want to suddenly record an interview, or we want to record something suddenly, we can carry it around. It's a very pocket-friendly device. And the production is the actual filming is certainly the most exciting part of the process. If you have a good crew, you will have a lot of fun, as well as it is a part of making the whole process come to life and to see the production take shape. The shooting the video, this is the point of no return, and ends with a wrap. And some small tweaks can make your amateur work look actually professional. So what are the small tweaks? Was first most important part. Any cinematographer you ask, they will first tell, lighting has to be proper. So how can we improve the lighting? If you don't have that much big cinematic lights or anything, we have to rely on the natural lighting. And how can we focus on the natural lighting? Focus on the window side. If you can shoot the subject near to the windows, the daylight, the lighting will be very nice. Like always ensure that shadows are not seen. The lesser the shadows, always the better the shots. So I'm coming to cinematography. You can see in this video, you can just see the video and then I will explain about it. So cinematic side of video. Yeah, so it looks very nice, beautiful cinematic video. So what is happening here? So here, some of the factors that we have to consider to make it look cinematic. We can use a shallow depth of field, and then there has to be a foreground, there has to be subject, and there has to be background. Okay, there's a foreground, subject, and background. Now when you see the video again, you will understand that they have done accordingly. So, and there has to be a path of leading. There is the subject, and see, they have drawn the lines, and those lines lead to the subject. That is how we do the camera movements, so that it becomes more cinematic. And always there is a rule of thirds, and the rule of thirds show that the subject should be in on the 1/3 of the frame, so that it will make look more cinematic. And of course, the movement, the motion of the camera, the more stabilized it is, the better cinematic it always will be. But there are some action sequences where we require a slight jitter and things, but it is only purposeful. Otherwise, it should not come in a way that it goes uncontrolled from the cameraman. So we can use Ronin. Stabilizers are very costly, but mobile gimbals are not so costly. Mobile gimbals, DJI company has one of the best stabilizers, and DJI Osmo has very good stabilizer on mobile. Around 8,000, I think it's costly. So again, what is B-roll? Again, that is. So B-roll, what happens is that here the interviewer video is taken. So instead of focusing just on what he's saying, okay, so he is talking about gym equipments, what are new gym equipments that are available. Instead of focusing only on that is what the speaker is saying, other visuals are also seen on when he is explaining. So that is B-roll. That is B-roll, where visuals are which the video makes more beautiful. And time-lapse video is a recent thing that is more popular these days, where the important factor of time-lapse video is that the camera has to be kept maximum still as possible, and sufficient lighting is needed. If it is night time, then we have to produce another night time. So here the specifications that is given needed for a time-lapse video: shorter intervals for moving people and longer intervals for clouds. That is how it is. Even in Astral movie, I have included time-lapse video as well. Then again, macro videography. Macro videography includes lens where you can use to actually, if you want to focus on the oral tissues like dental tissues as well, we can use macro videography. But macro lenses are needed, which are much more expensive. But if you are using a mobile, even a small lenses are there, which you can clip on lenses, which can use for macro video. I'm just talking about the budget thing here. Otherwise, we can always go for the high end if there's no budget constraint. Then coming on to the post-production part, that is editing. Thus finally, editing is the last major part of the production process. This is where all of the components part of the video are put together in line with the storyboard to deliver exactly what was planned. As I said, editor becomes the post-production director. And if you are not in the director, as cinematographer, the editor, all these three people, it is better to have a better chemistry. Better the chemistry is, better the output will be. Because if the chemistry is not well, we end up fighting with the editor. So this is not what I want, but the editor will say, okay, this looks nice, this is better than what you've said. So all this kind of problems can occur. Editing softwares, of course, there are so many editing for softwares. The one I use is FCPX, Final Cut Pro. But most of the people cinema industry use Adobe Premiere, because one important fact is that Adobe Premiere has another Adobe software called Adobe After Effects. So in order to use After Effects, most of the people prefer Adobe Premiere. And again, so small videos, shortcut video can be used. DaVinci Resolve is mainly used for color correction. Then again, and the small video editing softwares like HitFilm Express, VSDC are freely available and can be used in Windows laptops. This is basically a window of how editing software looks like. It has a timeline part, and it has the preview part, video preview part, and it's also included on the transition part, where that crisscross is the transition. We can include cross dissolves. There are so many of transitions available. We can some of the premium transitions require payment, but free transitions are also there available. We can use that. And where the cut comes, there are so many types of editing, and where the cut comes actually determines how well the editor has edited that file. So basically, for people who are starting new to editing, the basic thing is that follow the musical cue. If you can follow the cue and edit the cuts accordingly, then it will look nice. Then again, cinebars and cinematic fonts. Cinebars is basically you see a film, you can see black bars on top and bottom. That will make the film look more cinematic. And also there is like this the font that if you use Equinox, that is written in a cinematic font. So you can Google cinematic fonts and see. You can download some cinematic fonts to make your video look more sharp. And again, coming to the color grading part, let me tell you, color grading is one of the most expensive part of post-production, because if it is not done properly, it is better that you don't do it, because color correction involves lot of effort and great precision, because each scene will be shot in neutral density by the cameraman, so that it is needed so that you can do the color grading later on. For those who are not planning any color grading, you don't have to do that. You can just you can use your profile that is needed in your camera as well, and you can shoot accordingly. But in color grading part, what you actually do is color correction first. So what you do is in color correction is that you can there are 3 levels of RGB: red, green, and blue. So all that has to be made uniform first for all the scenes, and according to that, and then after color correction and after the hue gamma correction, everything has been done, then we do color grading. We can assess the mood of the situation, and according to that we can give the type of coloring that is needed. And then coming to my department, that is music and sound, we use so many things called DAWs, or digital audio workstations, like Logic Pro, and for music production, and for sound production we use Pro Tools. And here what in the picture shows is that they are Foley artist. What Foley artist does, that you can see that that guy in that camera, that TV is video preview is carrying something. So when he's carrying something, there'll be some noise, some dangling sounds. So that lady is making that dangling sounds artificially on the mic, so that it looks more natural. So that is Foley. Foley basically means you are not actually recording the actual sound, you are actually duplicating the sound artificially to make it look originality. This is some Foley artists are really so good that even the original sound will not be that good as the Foley sounds. So that is there. Other than that, we can always use sync sound. Sync sound is where there will be a boom stand and a boom mic when you're shooting the scene itself, and they will record the sounds as when the shooting itself is happening. So, but that is a very expensive and also a very tedious procedure, because the shooting atmosphere has to be made very much quiet, and it's a tedious process. Actually, the boom stand, the guy who is holding the boom stand mic, he itself has to be paid at least 2,000 per day. So that is about music, sound, and sync. And then again, after this all this post-production part and pre-production, all this might seem overwhelming and might seem expensive to you. So if you have even some people, if you have a good mobile itself, we can do a lot of videography and video making, film making on mobile itself, because nowadays mobile camera have upgraded themselves to such a good extent. The iPhone series of camera has one of the best video stabilizations in the mobile, and some of the best films, even in all categories, has been won by shot in iPhone as well. So that is then now the new Android version, Samsung S21 Ultra, also has a very good camera. And it doesn't matter, but it also depends on what type of mobile. It doesn't actually, the quality depends on what mobile you have, but still a lot of matters on how you handle it as well. So hold mobile landscape mode. Use the mobile gimbal. As I said, DJI Osmo, there are so many mobile gimbals available. You can use the mobile gimbal. You can pick a frame rate, which one you want. You can use full HD. Also, you can use the small ND filter. ND filter is there in DSLR camera. Also in mobile, also it is there. Not many people know that. ND filter is a small clip-on mobile ND filter that is available for the mobile. So what is an ND filter? Is a neutral density filter. So if you don't want, like right now when you see my video, there is my background, there is one tube light that is overexposed. So the video actually appears to be burnt, right? So all this can be corrected by neutral density filters. Excuse me. So that was about mobile videography, and I just would like to share another video with you that I made about a dental awareness video. If it is okay.
Yeah, go on, Kiran, please.
Okay, I will share the screen now. You can see it's everything is done by me. Music is composed, original song, music, and the video is shot in my camera. It's a DSLR normal mirrorless M50 camera, and I will explain on the way video goes.
Kiran, we're not able to hear the audio.
Not able to hear the audio. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, just make sure you check on the share audio.
Also. Yeah, I forgot that. You know?
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Aisha from PMS Dental College. നിങ്ങൾ പല്ല് തേക്കാറുണ്ടോ? ഇങ്ങനെയാണോ നിങ്ങൾ പല്ല് തേക്കുന്നത്? ഇത് മിസ് അഗിത്യ. അഗിത്യ ആദ്യകാലങ്ങളിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണ് പല്ല് തേച്ചിരുന്നത് നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. പല രീതിയിൽ പല്ല് തേക്കുന്നവരുണ്ട്. ചിലർ കണ്ണാടിയിൽ നോക്കി മണിക്കൂറുകളോളം എടുത്ത് പല്ല് തേക്കുന്നവർ. മറ്റു ചിലരാവട്ടെ ബ്രഷ് വായ്ക്കുള്ളിലിട്ട് പത്രവും മൊബൈൽ ഫോണും നോക്കി പല്ല് തേക്കുന്നവർ. പിന്നെ വീട്ടുജോലികൾ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ പല്ല് തേക്കുന്നവരുണ്ട്. ഇനി വേറൊരു കൂട്ടരുണ്ട്, നമ്മുടെ ബലം കംപ്ലീറ്റ് പല്ലിൽ ചെലുത്തുന്നവർ. ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, നമ്മുടെ ബലപ്രയോഗം നടത്തുവാനുള്ള സ്ഥലമല്ല പല്ലുകൾ. ദിവസേന 2 നേരം പല്ല് തേക്കാറുണ്ടോ? വൈകുന്നേരം നിങ്ങളുടെ കോൺഫിഡൻസ് നഷ്ടപ്പെടുത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ടോ? പല്ല് പുളിപ്പ് കാരണം നിങ്ങളുടെ ഏറ്റവും ഫേവറേറ്റ് ഐസ്ക്രീം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കഴിക്കാതിരിക്കേണ്ടി വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടോ? മോസ്റ്റ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ്, നിങ്ങൾ ശരിയായാണോ ബ്രഷ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എങ്ങനെ പല്ല് തേക്കും? ലെറ്റ്സ് സീ. ശരിയായ രീതിയിൽ പല്ല് തേക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ വെറും 3 മിനിറ്റ് കൊണ്ട് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് വളരെ വൃത്തിയായി തന്നെ നമുക്ക് പല്ല് തേക്കാൻ പറ്റും. ആദ്യമായി പറയാനുള്ളത് 2 നേരം പല്ല് തേക്കണം എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. രാവിലെ ഉറക്കം എണീറ്റിട്ടും രാത്രി ആഹാരത്തിന് ശേഷവും. അപ്പോൾ പല്ലിൽ നമ്മൾ പ്ലാക്ക് ഉണ്ടാവാൻ അനുവദിക്കരുത്. അതിനാൽ നമുക്ക് ശരിയായ ബ്രഷിംഗ് ടെക്നിക് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യാം. ബ്രഷ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 3 പല്ല് വീതം വേണം നമ്മൾ വൃത്തിയാക്കാൻ. ആദ്യമായി ബ്രഷ് നമ്മൾ മോണയുടെയും പല്ലിൻ്റെയും ഇടയിൽ ഏതാണ്ട് 45 ഡിഗ്രി ആംഗിളിൽ ചരിച്ച് പിടിക്കുക. എന്നിട്ട് ജെന്റിൽ പ്രഷർ ഉപയോഗിച്ച് മുൻപിലേക്കും പിന്നിലേക്കും ചലിപ്പിക്കുക. ഇങ്ങനെ 20 പ്രാവശ്യം ചെയ്യണം. എന്നിട്ട് മുകൾ താടിയിൽ ആണെങ്കിൽ മോണയിൽ നിന്നും താഴേക്കും, കീഴ്ത്താടിയിൽ ആണെങ്കിൽ മോണയിൽ നിന്നും മുകളിലേക്കും ബ്രഷ് ചലിപ്പിക്കുക. പല്ലിൻ്റെ ഉൾവശങ്ങളിലും ഇത് ആവർത്തിക്കുക. മുൻനിരയിലുള്ള പല്ലിൻ്റെ ഉൾവശവും ഇതുപോലെ തന്നെ ബ്രഷ് ചരിച്ചു പിടിച്ച് നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നില്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ബ്രഷ് കുറുകെ പിടിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മുകളിലേക്ക് ചലിപ്പിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. ഇനി ചവയ്ക്കുന്ന സ്ഥലത്ത് കുറുകെ ആണ് തേക്കേണ്ടത്. അതായത് ബ്രഷ് വെച്ചിട്ട് പിറകിലേക്കും മുൻപിലേക്കും ആക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പോൾ അകത്തേക്ക് മനസ്സിലായല്ലോ നമ്മൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ശരിയായി ബ്രഷ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടതെന്ന്. ഇതിനോടൊപ്പം നാവ് ക്ലീൻ ചെയ്യാനും മറക്കരുത്. നാവ് ക്ലീൻ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ ടങ് ക്ലീനർ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനേക്കാളും നല്ലത് നമ്മുടെ ബ്രഷിൻ്റെ ബ്രിസിൽസ് വെച്ചിട്ടോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബാക്ക് പോർഷൻ വെച്ചിട്ടോ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. കാരണം നമ്മൾ ടങ് ക്ലീനർ വെച്ച് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ നാവിൻ്റെ മുകുളങ്ങൾ അഥവാ ടേസ്റ്റ് ബഡ്സ് നഷ്ടപ്പെടാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇനി നിങ്ങൾ പല്ലുകൾ വൃത്തിയായി സൂക്ഷിക്കാൻ റെഡിയാണല്ലോ അല്ലേ? Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos.
So that was one awareness video that we made in regional language. I wanted to make a subtitle also, but many of the media club members, they said they don't want make it subtitles, so they just focused on the regional people. So anyway, that is some aspects that I've mentioned about cinematography was there in the video. If I don't know if you have noticed, it's like first the important I will show you 1 second. See here, you can see the foreground. We can see the foreground here, also the subject that is her, and also the wall that is the background. So foreground, subject and background, it makes the shot looks more cinematic. And also here you can see that I have used the natural lighting as the window side. I have used natural lighting so that it looks more cinematic, and also sufficient lighting is there, and it gives a leading path, so that it makes, and in this way I have used the rule of thirds, where she is in the side rather than in the center, so it looks a little more cinematic. So that's all for about the videography industry. So this, I hope the little bit tips information that I've shared is definitely useful to at least some. So I hope thank you so much, Dr. Nancy, for giving me this opportunity again.
All right, so I think that was really fantastic, man. I think, Kiran, what we often forget is there's so much of technicalities and craft behind the magic what we see on screen. Like most of us, I think I would be speaking for everybody here. When we visualize a spectacle, right, a video, a short bit, or even a work of art, there's so much of technicalities behind that, which probably dentistry, most of us, all of us dentists here are not really aware of it. But again, with the growing age and technology, I think you made it really absolutely clear that why we need to cope up with that, and the various elements, like how you've dissected it, be it from the cinematography aspects or even the color grading, and even simple things like how we could shoot to give things like a professional or a cinematic feel to it. That really what makes and gives you that little bit of extra cut in positioning your product as a work of art. Like you said, I mean, everything stems from an idea, but a lot of them hard working collaboratively to bring this on screen and to make this really awesome. So I think in that perspective, Kiran, I think this has been a very big eye opener for many of us who are attending session and who are getting to know the little nuances behind the process of filmmaking and short films and how to be composed and all of that. So I think that was really fantastic to begin with. I think quickly now, I think if we can go on to our audience here, I quickly request everybody to please switch on their video so that we can have discussion. And I can see your mentor, of course, Dr. Imran sir has joined in. He has been there from the beginning of the session. And we also have Hiramat sir again, who's there from the session. And we have Dr. Pramod sir, who's again the head of IDA Davangere branch here. Dr. Pramod sir, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And we have again faculty members, Dr. Krishna Priya, Dr. Sona. Quickly, I think if you can see everybody here. And of course, your parents and madam also is here. So I think we'll start with Dr. Hiramat sir. Sir, your thoughts on this? I mean, such amazing work Kiran has been doing. It's really so proud to see that he's one among us who's taking public health dentistry to altogether different dimension. And I think I'll request sir to please say a few thoughts. Yes, sir.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, my hearty congratulations to Dr. Kiran Shankar.
Thank you. Thanks.
Believe me, it's mind-blowing and amazing. A public health dentist who picked up some kind of a different career with a passion. I don't know what to say, what not to say. And you started because you told in the beginning that it is an extended professional career. You had a passion for that particular thing along with dentistry.
Yes.
And very sincerely, you admitted that the public health dentistry was a non-clinical subject, you were not a clinical subject, but you have changed your mind after joining it. And that's a very good thing. And believe me, I'm a learner. I don't have anything to say as far as my experience is concerned in this particular entirely new field. That too in the music technology, video production, graphic designing, digital marketing. And at the end of the things, it was some ideas were coming in my mind that you could be one of a leading personality in dental public health dentistry to develop some of the very useful videographic and some of the health education material. What you talk about, some kind of an extended information to the common man, to the public. So whenever we talk about the health education to create an awareness, this will be very useful. And I'm very happy that definitely this kind of a thing will contribute in a long way to go. And I don't know what to say, what not to say. It's an amazing thing, Dr. Kiran.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless you. Take it forward so that will be more useful for everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Tenji, also for having provided this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for I think from someone like Dr. Hiramat sir, who's been a pioneer in our specialty, rightfully stressed the need for taking this forward in the positive direction. Now let's go to Dr. Imran from Yenapoya University. Again, Dr. Imran shares a very good rapport, and all thanks to Dr. Imran for connecting me to Kiran and making this possible. So yes, Dr. Imran, I think your thoughts on the days, because you've seen Kiran grow through his lens, I would say. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, can you unmute yourself? Yeah.
Yes. First of all, my mentor is there. It's always a nice feeling when I see Dr. S.S. Hiramat sir. The field of public health dentistry, if I'm doing something, I owe it to him. I owe it to him a lot. And it's really nice of him to see, he's come back and, he's learning a lot of things. Coming to Kiran, I have a huge, fan following for his work. And the day I met him in the first year, we had a lot of things, and I'm really happy that, the way things he has grown, and we have done a lot of projects. It's, it's not one or two. Every project what we have done, it's like a memory on our own. And there are a lot of things we can discuss. I don't want to go into that down the memory lane talk. It can take some hours together. I'm really proud of him, the way things he has done. And I keep in touch with him always. I always have a conversation with him whenever I do any other projects, because he's like in terms of videography or audio, in terms of music, he's always been a mentor to me. I always take his advice, and take his opinion how to go about things. And everything, whether it was an anti-ragging movie which we did it up in 3 or 4 days, and the Dantavagya Yojana movie, and there are so many. You can go to his YouTube video where the street plays what we have conducted. He went on himself. I wouldn't have told him, Kiran, you do the recording. He himself took the onus on him and recorded the things. When I look back after 1 or 2 years, they are all beautiful memories. I'm like, okay, we have done this, every year we try to call up, try to do things. He was there all along the time, supporting and doing things for us. It's really good. As Hiramatsa said, he's the one we have to look out for, and we can do a lot of good things. And kudos to him, kudos to his energy. And I also would like to say that he is a proud alumni of Enapa University as well. So we are also proud that he passed out from our college, and I happen to be there as a faculty, as a friend. I was able to do a lot of programs with him. It's really a pride that I know him, and I think the story continues. That's the best part.
I think that's a very nice way of...
Very emotional moment for me, actually. Sir, I think Imran sir is trying to make me cry. Like, he has always been my mentor in so many ways, and not just music or video. I go to him to all sorts of problems, and he always had a positive thing about him. That is one reason that I always go with him with problems. He always tell me, okay, take this positively. Okay, it is fine. So hear some positive things from him. I always used to go to him. Still I do. Even when now I have problems in my college, I call him only. So that is the best part about him. He's the best positive guy. Positive sir I know.
That's really nice, Kiran. I think coming from your days in post-graduation, I think Dr. Imran and you share a very special rapport. Also, we have with us Dr. Pramod GV sir. Welcome, sir. I think Dr. Pramod GV sir is heading the IDA Davangere branch. Your thoughts on today's session, sir? Because we have something altogether new, someone who's... Yes, Pramod sir, we can hear
you. First of all, thank you, Rendezvous, for a very informative and really effective, very nice topic you have chosen. And the person you have chosen is really talented. Actually, last few sessions I was not able to join, but this I joined. Fortunately, I joined. I'm very happy to join this session. Thank you for giving this wonderful session, first of all. Okay, the topic what he presented was really nice. And he has he has thought of out of box. I should congratulate Kiran. Okay, he's really talented. So many of us, even including I, last 15 years I'm practicing, I'm doing a college. But other than dentistry, we never thought of our hobbies, passion, everything we forgot. We never thought that we can do something else also. But this gave me a little highlight that we can also do. There is no end for it. We should also try to explore something new which we can do. Okay. Yes. He has done a very fantastic job. We are proud of you, Kiran. Very nice work. Okay. Hopefully in future I'll meet you. I'll get some information from you. Yes, and I'll forward this presentation if it is possible to my IDA students who are there, who can also get new thought-provocative motivation to those my students, and they will also get something to do in videography. Okay. Other than dentistry, we should also have one parallel track. All these days, I was thinking of dentistry and nothing else. And now I feel that there should be a parallel track other than dentistry. So this is a really nice thing you have done. And I think you are a good mentor and leading the this videography. I'll definitely forward it to my students and they'll be very happy to follow you, I think. Very happy to hear you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you, Dr. Pramod sir. They are faculty in oral medicine radiology and also heading the IDA Davangere branch. I think that's wonderful thoughts. I think moving on, I think if we can have Kiran's mother, ma'am, I think if you can come on board and probably chip into this, because we'd like to know the director behind Kiran.
I don't know if she's ready. I think she's concerned about her appearance, what she wears, and all.
Or we could have your co-director Namita come on board and so like, anyways, okay. So I think what's really important here is not just pursuing a passion, pursuing it vehemently and learning the craft of it. I think this is what we really learn at the end of it. Being actually trained, because Kiran, as we know, as he shared his journey after his post-graduation, again, did go back and learn the technical aspects of how it is done. Like they say, we learn the art and science and the business of dentistry. This is altogether a different profession, and we see all that tremendously being this thing. So now, if we have time quickly, I have some questions for Kiran. I think we should be able to shed some light on that. So Kiran, given the journey which you have pursued right from picking up this art form and bringing it to reality, what are the main challenges you faced in terms of being not quote unquote from the profession? Because I mean, we'd like to know a little bit more. How are people who are not having a background in this welcome in this, or what are the technical? Because we start from scratch. It's again the ABCD of the whole process. So how's it been for you, Kiran? I'm sure there would be some experiences you'd like to share with us.
So the first most important challenge that I face is, I think, is a challenge that is faced by everyone here, is time. To find a time for this. It's like because even after BDS to go for this course, that 2 years of my music career, I just lost 2 years of my PG time. So that means that much opportunities I got less. So all this, we have to find priorities and find timing for each one. Like many of my friends ask me, how do you find time for doing all this? So the important thing is that we have only the necessary amount of sleep that we need, and after that, we tend to use a lot of time on mobile. I myself use. I don't blame anybody, but the thing is that when we try to prioritize, we should have a to-do list to allot time, like from 5 to 6 we are going to do this, from 7 to 8 we are going to do this. We and try to strictly follow that. Then I think we get time for extra things as well. And sometimes it becomes a little more stressful, and I don't get much sleep that I need. But still, it is worth it towards the end, because when we see our work, that is something that we dreamed and imagined coming out into visualized form, we get so much energy, adrenaline out of it, so that we tend to go into other projects as well. Even my dad is on the practical side. He used to tell me, like you did this ad working for 1 month. Working hard for 1 month, and you got this much money. So the same amount of this thing, if you spend 2 hours in our clinic, you can get that much money. So some things are not just about money. So we have to find a little bit of passion for it as well. And after that, another challenge that I faced is that many of people believe that we should not put our legs in two things. We should specialize on what we are good at. That is very good. That is the way the future is going on, with a specialization. If we are good at something, we become excellent in that, and that is how we tend to get better and best out of it. But the thing is that sometimes when we are having to one passion also on side, and also we have to focus on our career as well. Sometimes we have to split our things, and some people may not appreciate. For example, during my music college itself, towards my final exam, there was a music director who came as external examiner. And he said, so what are we basically? We are music directors. We are doing this work. Why are doctors coming into this profession? It's like, it is something that we consider serious. You are taking it as a time pass. So don't do that. So there are people who having different, I respect them. This is like, it is what they actually say is true. But in some aspects that we have to believe that, we can do it. We have to try. We are unique. We are an exception to all these people. So that is how we can, have that confidence in us to move on. And even now, when I published the Astral movie, some of the my marketing manager actually said, please, sir, please don't put Dr. Kiran as Shankar, directed by Dr. Kiran as Shankar. Just put Kiran as Shankar. I asked him why, because I'm a doctor. Like he said, see, the industry doesn't take it very nicely if when it is directed by a doctor. They will think that you don't know the stuff, and you are just doing it some kind of gimmick, and some other person is actually doing it. You are not actually doing it. They will take it like that. So it is better not to put a doctor. And then he told me a lot of doctors, even the famous singer like Harishankar KS, he is actually a dentist, but he doesn't put doctor as a designation in any of his works. There are so many medical people who are actually doing stuff, but they don't put doctor as a designation. So I was just thinking about it. So I was thinking whether to remove doctor from now onwards, from my next work onwards. So all that depends. It's a debatable topic again.
So I think challenges are plenty, Kiran. I think what you mentioned was at every stage, like of course the very controversial issue which you mentioned here, that whether we're really welcome into the creative field. And what I personally think and believe is that each one comes with their own talents and crafts, and the world is out there to judge. So any product gets tested. If you're a good doctor, and if you're a good doctor / director, it really doesn't matter. So I think it's just insecurities. But nevertheless, for the profession, of course, there are so many more amazing things. I mean, we wouldn't really see that you've not just branched out into altogether a different world, but also achieved tangible success in that. And you continue to do that. Okay, that's really what is actually inspirational for our generation. In fact, we have one of our students, someone here who's just put in the comment box that she would like to make a short film under your guidance. So this is the kind of inspiration that we actually look out to and actually yearn for. Now, coming to another integral aspect of that, right? Of course, you did cover the time factor and the quotient, because that's something which doctors in our profession, especially since you're also a teaching faculty in a dental college, what would you want the students, I mean, your message for our students who are very keen, who are very tech savvy? In fact, they're more adept at skills today because all of them are naturally very good Instagrammers and social media influencers. How can they make a positive impact, in terms of if they want to make dental informative videos or anything related to oral health awareness? How do they start off? Like, is it with a basic script or having an idea, or is it because someone is good at an editing software? How do you assemble a team? Like we know that you discovered this through your process of project by project, right? If it's an undergraduate student, I mean, there are many who would be watching this, would like to know, what would you tell them? Like, how should they start?
It is actually a very good question. So the thing that what I want to convey is that most of the work happens in your head itself. You don't have to think oh my God, I cannot do a video like this, or I cannot make a short film like this because I don't have the resources or the tools or the money or anything. Just the important factor is the idea. This idea that you have. You think about it, and again think about it. You consult with some people, as I said, the pre-production part. You think if your idea is actually good enough, and if your idea is actually good enough, even if the production, the work is actually bad, or the technical aspect is that bad, the idea will come out strong and people will start sharing it. So the idea is the most important factor in anything, video, anything. And another important factor is, of course, the technical side, and how you can upgrade yourself, keep upgrading yourself, because I'm telling you that there are excellent videos in almost all departments of how to make a video or a short film in the YouTube that is available. And there are some really good YouTube channel artists who have made so much effort in explaining to you, making you understand what you should do to make your videos look better. So instead of sometimes when you scroll through, I know, most of us are stressed and we want to see some comedy videos or films or that. Instead of doing that, take a section of your time and spend it on learning something new, learning something that you want to know. And there are some really good YouTube videos. You can watch it, you can learn it, make notes of it, and try to do it on your own. So that is the best way of learning, I feel. You have so much of resources available on the online market now, so please make use of it.
I think, yeah, for starters, I think for beginners, there's plenty of information out there, right? So make sure you get yourself technically adept at shooting films. And I think it's more importantly, I think in our specialty, public health dentistry, is that little bit of scope what they have at undergraduate level. So I think most of our colleges, yeah, we make the students do health talks and skits and social dramas. I think we need to go towards making short films as an altogether an idea for undergraduates, which most of them are anyways doing, because today's generation is very fascinated by this medium because they've grown up. But I think it's us, the 90s kids, who appreciate this even more because we've seen the transition, from a couple of channels and the importance of art and cinema, and to that wonderful expansion which we see on OTT, and COVID has given us even more time to indulge ourselves. So all of this is a work of art, and art movie making is timeless in itself. So all of you students, remember that whatever you're set out to do, you are creating value to your profession. Okay, don't feel and Kiran is a fantastic example of that, being in dentistry, also taking classes and managing, and being in this also having another profession alongside. So it's nothing like that's something which is a hobby. It's very integral. It's more than just a hobby. It's there in his way of life and existence. So it adds to your personality. So each of you, I think the best part about this process is you could be interested in individual skills. Like somebody, I think Kiran would probably shed more light on this. If they're interested in editing, or if someone's interested in only capturing or photography. So there are a lot of students who are doing this. So what would you tell them, like, how do you master your skill? If you could give us some more information on that, how you could, build on that.
Yes, one thing that when I was doing the last project itself, I thought, I can do this music video. I was doing this music video, and I thought, I can do the editing as well. So why not I do the editing part as well? So I'll be doing the direction, the music, and the editing. So I'll be doing everything. So then I realized that if I give it to an editor who is specialized in that, I will get his ideas also. So specialization is a key. So if you are good at something, like for example, as I said, like if you are good at editing or something, work on more on that. Just keep upgrading your skills. Like how you can do that is that in the creative side, unlike in the dental, in the creative side, all that matter is your work. Your work talks everything. So it doesn't matter if you do a certified course or if you go there somewhere and study under someone or anything. The important factor is the work. So keep upgrading and learn from people who know, learn from online courses, as I said, the YouTube videos, all that. Keep upgrading yourself, experiment on it. Take some old videos, for example, and try editing them and try re-editing them. So you can understand, okay, I made a mistake here. Even like when I see the old short films that I made, I understand hundreds of problems in it when I watch it, so I don't even watch it. So so the thing is that is what, each time you do a work, keep upgrading yourself. And if you upgrade your skills technically, then definitely you will become best at something, and people will come to you, will come searching for you. You'll see, they will see your work. Especially there is an online platform called YouTube, which is publicly available for everyone. So everyone will see your work, and they will definitely, because last time I heard a song, the title of that music video song was really good. That animation that they made, and I really liked it. And then I saw the video, then I saw the credits, then I contacted the director, the production banner. Then I asked who did the title for that. I need the contact number. So they will come searching for you, definitely. Only thing is that you just have to spend a lot of time on it and effort. Of course, it can be tiresome. In many points you will feel like, oh my god, why I'm not able to get this right. Some point you will feel that you are stuck somewhere. So it's important that you don't you know just give up on it. Even if you feel stuck, you just have to keep on trying and trying and trying, unless you finally decide, okay, now I can do this. Then it will definitely come, and you can definitely do some great works.
That is really nicely told, Kiran. Finally, I think before we wrap this up, what movies does Kiran watch? Who are his role models and his favorite directors or cinematographers? They say they're food for thought, right? So some information on that, Kiran. I think if you could share.
Yes, definitely. But a lot of my friends also ask me the same thing. But one important thing is that I try to study whatever music or film or this. If something becomes trending, even if I don't like it, I will try to watch it and learn what is. There has to be something in it that it became so popular. And also, like, so then maybe the music I will feel like, oh my god, what a stupid music this is, but this has reached 2 million views in 1 week time, so there has to be something in this. So then I try to analyze and study what is happening here. So it's more of a learning material for me rather than enjoyment part is less. But of course, when I get stressed, comedy is one thing that everyone will enjoy. Everyone loves to laugh. So I love comedy genres, feel good movies, inspirational movies, like autobiography movies, everything. Like Theory of Everything is one very good movie, inspirational movie. And again, Next 3 Days is one romantic thriller movie, but that I enjoyed watching. Again, then sci-fi movies, all those many movies are there, all different categories, all something to learn about. And when it comes to music, again, that is the same thing. Different genres. I study music, so but my personal music favorites include mainly pop and feel good music. Again, guitar, anything that comes with guitar, acoustic guitar, piano, I enjoy because it becomes relaxing. Metal, sometimes I hear to study it, but really not my thing.
So that is yes. I think someone wants to ask anything quickly. I think
Hello, Dr. Denzi.
Yes, Dr. Priya. Yeah, please.
Good evening to one and all. Actually, what to say, when I was when I was listening to this unconventional journey of Dr. Kiran. Hello, Dr. Kiran. Actually, it is like sounding very kya bolna, like it was very like I could listen to your passion all the time, and not only your passion, it's like all the the persistency, the consistency you have put into, and how you have like whiskey, what to say, get yourself going through your journey. Like it is speaking about your values actually.
Thank you so much.
And like we rarely listen to people like they'll be persisting so much into their passions, and you're one of the person who I'm like coming to know like in the recent times.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Krishnapriya, for sharing your thoughts as well. I think
thanks a lot for sharing all your journey. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Anybody else, Kiran, if you could just look at the list, because any of your friends or any of your colleagues who are here would like to say anything.
Okay, there's my cousin brother who is Dr. Manu Madhav. He's an oncologist. I think he can hear me.
Yes, Dr. Manu.
Manu, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Actually, I am.
Yes, Dr. Manu. I think if you can give us your share how Kiran has shaped up, I think is immense. Yes, please.
No, we all are so much proud about him. We used to share our ideas regarding the projects. I'm actually his cousin. I'm his first cousin, and I am in Kolkata. So whenever he'll have a project, we used to share his thoughts, and the idea he used to share with me are, I mean, it's really, I feel so much proud about him. All my cousins, we all are so much happy about to see his works. Whenever he come up with new ideas, new videos, we'll share that in our groups. And all our parents, my little cousins, niece, they all are so enthusiastically. They watch these videos and they'll share their responses. And actually, he is the only guy in our family who used to have so much of idea about this videography, photography, and all. So we are all lucky to have him, and we are expecting more from him, and our prayers from our side. That's it.
Dr. Manu, actually, he is my cousin. Also, he also have many ideas. The next music video that I'm going to release is it's called COVID Love Story. The story concept is done by Dr. Manu itself. It's about it's a cute love story. It's a cute song, actually. I feel it's a story is like it's a little bit on the controversial side, but still it's about a doctor who falls in love with a patient during quarantine.
Okay, that's a very interesting thought. Yeah, so I think great to know that. I think those were really heartfelt thoughts from your cousin there, Dr. Manu. Thank you, Dr. Manu, I think, for chipping in and
thank you so
sharing
much.
your thoughts. Yes, quickly, I think if anybody would like to ask anything, you can just go ahead and let us know here before we wind up the session for today. Because in total, I think it's been a very, very amazing learning experience for everybody and all of us today who know very little about this whole concept, and that's really important for us to keep learning and evolving. As Dr. Hiramatsu mentioned here, everybody's here to learn and to become the best version of themselves. Thank you so much, Dr. Kiran, for taking out time and giving out so many of the vivid experiences. A big shout out to your parents and your family and your wife. Everybody, I think, been very supportive because behind the artist, behind the scenes, we can totally understand, how much of sacrifices and how much of support they have been in making you what you are today. And like I said, the whole public health industry fraternity, we are extremely proud of you and of your achievements, and we really wish you that you keep going like this and keep adding value to our profession, and so many more amazing things which are up for this, for us to discover and to find out. So finally, closing thoughts, Kiran. I think we'll just leave it on to you, and any take-home message for all of us here, your reflections of everything so far.
My it's been like it became a longer session than I thought. I like okay, and thank you all for attending this. It's a Sunday evening, and especially with football and everything, so many things to do around a little bit of time that you spend with me. Thank you so much, and I hope whatever I've said, the tips and information has been useful for you. And I thank you from my bottom of the heart, like Dr. Hiramat sir, Dr. Densi Lawrence, Dr. Imran sir, who I don't have to thank him. I know he'll be there for me. So, and all my family who have come here. And I thank you so much for listening to me. patiently. And my advice, there is no advice for me because I'm no one to advise. Just my, if I want to have to say something, that just please do follow your passion. Don't give up on the way. That's all.
Okay. That is really nice way of putting this. I think thank you all so much for joining in today and being a part of this. Everybody, like from Dr. Hiramat sir to Dr. Imran sir, who's noticed and who's seen Kiran grow through the years. Again, wonderful remarks from Dr. Pramod sir from here in Damgere. And of course, we did have his family members and everyone be in part of this journey. So thank you so much. You can always reach Kiran for any assistance. Please do feel free to get to us. Any assistance, anything whatsoever. Even the students who are listening to this, you can always reach Kiran or anybody of us at PhD 101. Any of the creative projects, whatever little we know, we will really happy. I think Kiran will be more happy to be a part of it and bring out the best in us. In the end, I'd like to say that it's as we all see that it's persistence which is the key to success. So many of us, like I think we started off in college, that okay, many of us would have done that occasional song and the dance and the troops together and probably the little bit of short film projects. It's important to hold on to them, okay, because they also form a part of who you are right now, and it continues to shape your personality. And it's always a result of that is we become better and better in that direction. And yeah, we just have a comment from Dr. Reshmi as well. Okay, so congratulating little brother. So thank you. Yeah. All right. So thank you all so much. I'm sure all of you enjoyed the session. I mean, I of course enjoyed hosting it and looking through his journey here. Thank you so much, Kiran. Wish you Godspeed and amazing projects. Please do check out his latest short film, which is called The Astral. And if there's any doubts, please contact Kiran directly because I myself have not understood. I'll confess. Okay, I was bothering him a lot that you explain me what is astral projection, and then I had to go to my wife and and she happens to follow all these there's a series on Netflix, I believe, called Behind Our Eyes.
Yeah.
And the director of that short film actually posted a comment congratulating Kiran for the attempt in the same direction. So that's an amazing achievement, I think, in that direction. So please do check out the short film called The Astral. It's very interesting and intriguing, and all the other amazing work which Kiran has been a part of. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Kiran, once again for doing this, for inspiring all of us, and for keeping us going in the right direction. We'll see you all soon at the next session. We have a weekend, rendezvous series coming up. We have another Dr. Kiran in 2 weeks from now, who's going to feature on a rendezvous series, who is a very renowned lyricist and a writer for Kannada film industry. So he again happens to be from our dental background. So thank you so much, all of you. Stay tuned for more updates on this, and we'll see you, and goodbye and good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Denjay.